Hmm. Warm, sweet drink ready. Nice. Perfect drink to end a day. Glad you liked it. So you're a writer? Yeah, I worked for the Evening Whisperers. But I'm also working on my own novel right now. Sounds interesting. What kind of novel are you writing? It's complicated. You should wait until she finishes it. Yeah, no spoilers. That's if she ever manages to finish it. Yeah, that too. Aw, no more cats. Yes, so far, Steve, no more cats. Hang on. Let me check this. My favorite things: coffee, coffee, coffee. In case you didn't get it the first time, I'm a big fan of Neiman and Harukami. So there's that. What I'm doing with my life, working as a journalist, because it's the best way to learn how to write better, talk to people who've experienced more than you, and get paid for learning things. Favorite things: movie, Police University, Cop Story, Robert Cop. Jesus Christ. What I'm doing with my life, father of 3 beautiful girls. Hide. My self-summary: part of the Los Angeles agency, old enough yet still seeking the truth and purpose of life. Okay. Great. Oh, there's something I missed. Rachel, there she is. Birthday, February 29th. Okay. What's the genre? Slice of life. So, not fantasy or sci-fi? I'm still not sure. Probably it'll be normal slice of life. You'll have tough competition. You're not wrong. I'll probably put some surreal elements in there. Maybe I'll set it in a world where only humans exist. Huh. Sounds a bit racist. But that's the twist. This isn't about racial supremacy. I imagine even in a world where only one race exists, problems will still appear anyway. I mean, it isn't one race. It's okay. See, this is what I was talking about. One of the many problems with the fantasy racism is they pretend that like racism doesn't exist anymore. It's over, and it's like and it definitely gives like this homogenizing, like, colorblind feel. Like, we're all one race, the human race, which is bullshit and unproductive and unhelpful. Discrimination and racism will still happen. How can they be racist without other races? Differences in language, nationality, ideology, or even skin color. Yeah, see, this is the thing, is like, race is a social construct. Like, the idea that, like, we've, like, constructed, like, certain skin colors and biological, like, features, like, things like nose shape, eye shape, hair type, etc., and we assign them to certain races. That's like socially constructed and made up, but it still holds weight and is like obviously significant because, like I said, we live in a society. And even if we were to like abolish racism and then race as a concept, like people would still have their unique cultural differences and like ethnicities, and yeah. But I wouldn't know, I wouldn't call those small differences, because like they're significant to people. I don't know. When everything's the same, the smallest differences will stand out. Perhaps it's diversity that can teach us to look past the differences. The bottom line is we'll always find a way to hate others. I assure you of that. It doesn't really sound all that funny. Hey, it's fantasy. That's what fiction's for, anyway. Painting the what-ifs. I mean, it isn't human nature to hate other people and discriminate. It's like very much like a socially constructed thing based on like colonialism and the history of like slavery and imperialism and shit, and also capitalism, and all those things mixed together to create bullshit. And like acting like diversity can help people like see their similarities or whatever. It's like it's all giving very like peak liberal bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. That's actually pretty interesting. I'll buy your book when it comes out. And I'll fly back here to have it signed. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's Lua. Hi, everyone. Good evening, Miss Lua. Hi there. How's it going? Great, thanks. Lua, please meet Hyde. Nice to meet you, Mr. Hyde. And Hyde, please meet Lua. Hi. Are you by yourself? Yeah, just finished a meeting. I needed an escape from my coworkers, so I decided to come here instead. Is Bailey's coming? Oh, he's not. He's a freelancer, remember? He's free to do whatever he wants. Is everything okay? To be honest, we haven't talked much since the other day. Oh. We shall fix that with a warm drink, then. Good idea. Thanks. I'm in the mood for a green tea latte. Green tea latte? Is there a problem? No, it's nothing. Sorry. Then a cup of green tea latte, please. Okay. So we got... green tea. Hang on, let me check this. Yeah, it's green tea, milk, and another milk. Okay. Your green tea latte is ready. Thank you. I don't know why, but I was suddenly longing for a green tea latte. Like, this drink feels really heartwarming. Call me pretentious, but I think drinks have the power to connect people's hearts. That's surprisingly deep for a cup of tea. My nose is itchy. By the way, about Bailey's. Has he visited this place again? After our last meeting? Not that I know of. He hasn't. Uh-oh. I should apologize for the commotion we caused. Please don't worry about that. Who is this Bailey's person you keep mentioning? Everyone's in each other's business now. Bailey's is... or was, I don't know, my boyfriend. We had a little fight a few days ago. About what? Hey, is it okay for him to just ask her like that? You tell me. Dude, I'm just a customer. You're the owner of this place. It's an old problem. I'm a succubus and he's an elf. The usual racial problems then. Psst, so show some manners, old man. What? I'm just following up on the questions you started. That's alright. Bailey's and I have different views on the importance of family. My family is pretty close, and usually they're supportive. But when it comes to dating an elf, they fear that I'll be treated like a peasant. Bailey's, on the other hand, he comes from a well-respected elven family. They can be cagey at times, I get it. But for whatever reason, he took his family for granted. It's not surprising that his family would disagree with the relationship. You don't sound like most succubi I know. How's your boyfriend dealing with this? He said we should just keep going. Just the same as we have been for the last 10 years. You've been together for 10 years? Wow. So you've been together for 10 years as a couple. And he's suggesting that both of you should just go on as usual. I mean, your relationship for the past 10 years... that was without familial approval, right? Well, yes. But I want a relationship to move forward. I want a family. Did he disagree with the idea of marrying you? No, quite the opposite. He wanted to marry me. What's the problem, then? It's not that simple. His family will disown him? Yes. He wants to marry you, even if he has to leave his family? Yes. Problem solved, then. Well, because... if throwing away your family isn't just like a casual, like, oh, whatever, just like, do what you want kind of situation. Like, it isn't so, like, easy. Like, I was talking about this earlier, like, with Western individualism and their idea of, like, it's like this enforced idea of, like, you should immediately cut ties with people if you have conflict with them and not try and work it out. And, like, if your family, like, doesn't approve of something you're doing, you should just, like, give up and, like, cut them out or whatever. But, like, that's... it's, like, it's extremely individualistic and problematic. Why do you have to care so much about what his or your family thinks? Just marry him, make a family of your own. It's not that simple. I don't want to be held responsible if he regrets his decision one day. Abandoning one's family is not a solution. What if marrying me is a mistake? What if he regrets leaving his family? I can't take that kind of responsibility. I can't let him make that sacrifice. I mean, it is his decision, and it's on him if he regrets it later on. It's not your responsibility, but I get why she feels that way. Lua, did you ever think about the risks when you started dating him? Yes. No. Maybe a little bit. We didn't think it would get this far. From what I can see, you're the problem here. Wow, okay. Rude. You're pretty greedy for wanting it all. Him, family approval. That's not greedy to want to not have tension with your family and also to have the relationship you want with the person you love. Like, that's not greedy. That should just be like, it's not greedy to want, like, human decency and good things and for people in your life to get along with each other. That's not greedy. Like, what the fuck? If you're asking for racial reconciliation, might as well ask for world peace. I also believe that world peace is achievable. I mean, I don't really use the word peace because peace is problematic, you know, as they'd say. I can't remember who said the quote first, but peace is the white man's word. Liberation is ours. Like, it's not as simple as peace, but It's like people, this reminds me of people who are like, oh, well, you know, the world is shit and it's never going to change, so why bother trying to fix it? Why bother trying to change it? Like, no, bullshit. It's not like naive or asking too much or greedy to want better for yourself and for other people. That's fucking bullshit. That's deeply cynical and nihilistic, and fuck that. Old man, stop talking. Yeah, thank you, Freya. Lua, if I may ask, do you want to marry Baileys? I do love him, of course I do. Even so, I can't let him leave his family for me. Well, it is his decision. It would be selfish. Because I can't do the same for him. I love my family so much, no matter how messy they are. Well, that's difficult. So you're forcing your boyfriend to have the same life as you have. That blood is thicker than water mentality won't work here. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not saying you should, like, stay with your family no matter what they do because they're family. Like, it's just, like, I think what I said before, I think some people are, like, very quick to, like, encourage people to, like, cut off familial contact, and it's, like, without, like, even, like, trying to, like, focus on the problems and, like, why the conflict is happening in the first place. But if, like, they won't budge no matter what you do, then sometimes you have no choice. Not every family is worth fighting for, you know. Some are. Not his. Have you ever met Bailey's family? No. They always rejected the idea. Did he try to introduce you to them? He did. You can't have it all, lady. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a story where some fairy godmother will suddenly appear and grant your wishes. This is how things go in real life. You have to take chances and make sacrifices. Okay, rude. Like, that's such... Okay, first of all, like, who are you to, like, butt into people's business and tell them what to do? Like, you are strangers. You have no idea, like, what her life is like or what she's actually going through. Like, this whole game, I know, is like that. Just people butting into each other's business. But, like, seriously. And it's not a fairy tale, like, to want things to be better. Like, that's just, like I was saying before, like, it's such, like, such nihilistic bullshit. And you choose which one is the best for you. Pretty simple. I'm sorry, I have to leave. Hate to be the girl who always runs away, but thank you for the advice. Take care on your way, Miss Lua. I will. Bye. You were super harsh, old man. But you agree with me, don't you? Well... You don't have to say it so harshly, you know? What are you doing here by yourself anyway? Trying to pick a fight with everyone? I'm waiting for a friend. Oh, there he is. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Gala. How are you doing, Freya? I'm fine. But your friend here is one hell of a troublemaker. Yeah, he's an asshole. What did you do this time, Hyde? Stated facts. Harshly. To someone that needed it. But not the way you said it. And, like, she fucking asked for you to, like, just butt into her life and tell her what to do. Let me order a drink first. Then you folks tell me about what happened. What are you having this evening, sir? Do you remember my Fury remedy? I mentioned it a couple of days ago. The one with ginger and caffeine? Yes. Can you help me try and figure out what it is? Sure, should I try mixing the ginger with the tea? Yes. Tea, ginger, and I'm still not sure what the last one might be. Okay, I'll try experimenting with it. You'll know when you get it right. Okay. Sorry, my nose is just so itchy all of a sudden. Weird. How are we doing for time? It's been 3 hours. Okay, well... So let's try tea, ginger... I don't know. Lemon? No, I don't think so. Okay, so... Tea, ginger... That's coffee, so it could be honey or milk. I don't know. Milk? I mean, he said you'll know it when you get it, so, like, I'm assuming it'll say that it's, like, the cure or whatever. Or not the cure, but, like, Fury Remedy or whatever. Okay, let's trash it. Lua. Oh, this is all in French. There are things. Lover of the bright moonlight, believer in a life without a fight. I'm a big fan of art and poetry. I'm doing my life working 9 to 5 in a trading company by day, going to poetry readings and museums on the weekends, enraptured by the forbidden fruit. Huh. Okay, well, about tea, ginger, honey? I don't think I've tried that yet. Well, I tried everything, so whatever. Let's just serve it. Here's your drink, sir. I'm 100% sure this is not the remedy I would need. Let me try brewing another one. It's okay. I'm more interested in the story anyway. So, tell me what happened. She's a better storyteller than me. Alright, so there's this girl. And that's about it. So that we can actually see her retell the story. Hide, oh hide. You never change, do you? Oh, both of you are going to judge me for being honest now? I'm going to judge you for being judgy, being pushy, like, butting into people's, to strangers' lives and giving them, like, unasked for advice. When she is, once again, let me reiterate, a stranger, being an asshole about it and pushing your opinions on someone else when they didn't fucking ask for it. Just, like, being a douchebag. And, like, being all self-righteous about it. Like, oh, I know best because I've been alive for however many fucking years and I'm a vampire and I'm smarter than all of you and, like, look at me. I'm so fucking wise and, like, realistic about the world because I'm old and blah, 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 blah. It's so fucking exhausting. Dude, honesty is good and all. But, you know, try not to be a dick. Listen to her hide. She's got a good point. Not you too. I was a bit surprised though. Usually you don't bother with this kind of thing. I've seen you actively avoid it. You do know me. We've been friends for years. Yeah, of course. I don't know why I got involved in that discussion. I guess the vibe in this place is seeped into me. I understand. This place does have that special magic. What the special magic of making you, like, butt into other people's business and tell strangers what they should do with their lives. Not exactly a good magic, judging from the reaction I received today. You may be right. But there are better ways to say what you have in mind. Anyway, I've gotta go. So soon? It's past midnight. I need to get some sleep. Take care on your way, Freya. Sleep tight. See you guys. Why are you staring at me like that? Nothing. What did you want to talk about when you told me to meet you here? I was just bored. That's the surest way to make you come out. Seriously? I thought the story from Freya was enough. To fill your daily dose of interaction. Well, it was something, indeed. You said something about being my friend for years. Yes, why? Do you ever wonder what it would be like if we hadn't met? What do you mean? Forget it. It's late, anyway. I need to get back. Huh? Alright, Faye, thanks for the evening. The pleasure was mine. Bye. I mean, the pleasure was not mine. I fucking hate you, you're a douchebag, but okay. What was that? You know him better than I do, Mr. Gala. Care for another drink to end the day? Huh. Sure. Okay. Saturday, September 26, 2020. I've lost count of how many days it's been. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Are we on day 5? Atlantic countries plead for landfolk to send help instead of trash. Jesus. Opinion, who watches The Watchmen in Seattle? Cats are the best creatures on Earth. Research has proven. I believe that. Okay, hang on. Hey, Sarah, I didn't think you'd be here today. It's going okay. I'm pretty tired. I didn't really get any sleep last night. It's kind of why I'm not on Facecam. Yeah, this game's pretty good. I like it. It's kind of fun. I kind of prefer the drink making aspect of this game more than the listening to people about their problems aspect of this game. The tea isn't quite as piping as I wanted it to be, and it isn't nearly as gay as I wanted it to be, but alas. I think I might have accidentally misread or mislabeled this game when I put it within my Pride stuff. But yeah, I guess yeah, I don't know, I guess I fucked that up, but whatever, it's fine. I'm realizing I actually kind of like food simulators, like making drinks and food, because playing the cooking parts in Thirsty Suitors, I finished Thirsty Suitors, by the way, which I really, really enjoyed. And also doing this, I really like that kind of aspect of gameplay, so I think I might try and seek out more games like that, but yeah. I have a chill night before a hectic AF weekend, happy to be here. Oh yeah, I think I heard you were gonna speak on a panel on Saturday, I think about, demilitarizing games. That sounds really cool. Well, if there's a cat, perfect. Yeah, it did have a cat for a very brief moment. For a very, very brief moment, there was a cat. And then she transformed into a girl, and I was like freaking out and having a lesbian panic. But then she told me she was 18, so I was like, fuck, never mind. Walk it back. You're too young. And then she had daddy issues. So it was a very eventful roller coaster of like emotion to emotion to emotion. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like this game so far. It's, yeah, some of the conflicts are a bit annoying, and like I don't agree with like how certain things are approached, but like it gives me a fair bit to talk about, so at least there's that. And there's the like fantasy racism aspect of certain games, which I don't like, because it's basically like the modern regular world, but there's like supernatural creatures just like mixed in with humans, and there's still like conflict between them and stuff. But it's one of those situations where like fantasy racism has replaced like regular racism in society in a way that's like kind of problematic. Yes, I'm going to be at Games Transformed, which is exciting. I wish I could have gone to that, but alas, I am broke and I can't afford plane tickets right now. And also, I haven't been on a plane since COVID started, so I don't really know how I'd feel about that. But yeah, yeah, that sounds really cool. I'm jealous. It's a left-wing games focused festival spin-off at the World Transformed. Yeah, I heard about that. It sounds really cool. It sounds like an interesting game. Yeah, it is kind of interesting. It is interesting. It's just certain aspects of it frustrate me, and like I said before, it isn't as gay as I wanted it to be, but it's fine. I'm surviving. They need to make the cat transform, like turning gold into lead. Well, if the cat had transformed into a very pretty cat lady, then that would have been cool. But alas, she was just a teenage girl with parental problems. Okay, where are we? Welcome. Oh, um, welcome. Hello there. Good evening. Good evening, sir? That's why you don't, like, automatically gender people, because, like, you don't really know what gender they are anyways, and yeah. The usual Earthling linguistic problem. We will never get used to it. Is it okay if I call you sir? Definitely. You can call us whatever you like. We do not mind a bit. Do you want to order anything, sir? Oh yes, we have to communicate our order. This might be an alien, which is also interesting. We haven't seen aliens yet. Please, pardon us. What do you recommend? We will not be able to taste the difference anyway. What do you mean? It is alright. Forget it. What is the most expensive drink here? Everything's the same price in this coffee shop. Really? That is interesting. Unlike other places we have visited so far. Have you decided on what to order then? It's Elon Musk pretending to be human. Hey, he wouldn't be so nice, and yeah. Sorry, I'm just chewing. Okay, we would like to order anything. Anything? Anything. Alright. Let me see if I can make... I don't think I've tried... Oh, we have cinnamon now. I don't think I've tried tea and cinnamon yet. I wonder if tea, cinnamon, and lemon would be a good mix. No. No, reset. Tea, cinnamon, milk? Hmm. Yeah, okay. Drink making gameplay is good. Yeah, I really like it. It's stupidly fun. I don't know why I find it so fun, but I do. I hope it's to your liking. Don't worry, it will not matter to us. Then why are you ordering a drink in the first place? Okay, let us drink this. Yes? Oh, nothing. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Yes? Why did you put your finger in the drink? That's a very strange question. We were drinking it, of course. Drinking it. Yes, drinking it. Oh yes, of course. We almost forgot. Earthlings use their speaking organ to drink. We use our appendages to drink. Interesting. I agree with you. Love a bit of food making gameplay. For real, I didn't know how much I was gonna like it, but I really do. Usually a polypropylene drinking apparatus is provided for us to use. Pardon? It is what you call plastic in the shape of a long tubular stick. You mean a straw? Yes, we wonder why Earthlings rely on it so much. Mostly you can drink without it. Yet the plastic stick apparatus was provided on 87.76% of all drinking occasions we encountered. Well, it has become one of the biggest single-use pollutants on your planet. Actually, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Like, oh god, I don't remember this very clearly, but I think that's actually not true. I think it's like, okay, maybe single-use pollutants, but like, in terms of pollution in general, like, it's definitely mostly coming from somewhere else, and usually just mostly from, like, billionaires. And, like, some disabled people need straws to drink, so let's not, like, yeah, anyways, let's not have, like, a huge, like, thing about plastic straws. It bothers me. Anyway, how do you drink with a straw? The same as we just did. But thanks to the plastic stick apparatus, we do not need to put our appendages into the liquid mixture you call drinks. It is very convenient. Single-use straws are like less than 1% responsible for climate change. Yeah, I think I remember hearing that. Yeah, I was pretty sure that that it wasn't actually the case. That it was like a big what's the word I'm looking for? It was causing a lot of why can't I say words today? Oh my god, like responsible for the majority of pollution or whatever. I was pretty sure that wasn't the case. But yeah, like, less than 1% is crazy. It's overwhelmingly oil and other natural resource over-extraction in the weapons industry, which is destroying the planet. Yep, that sounds very plausible. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. And Taylor Swift's private jet, yeah, I was literally gonna say, like, frickin' billionaires in their private jets are doing a lot of damage. I kind of like that it's got some random sci-fi world vibes. Yeah, I do kind of like the mixing of like what you find normal and like modern and realistic and like things that are like fantasy or sci-fi. Like I think what was it called? That game, Read Only Memories, that you streamed on the Game Assist channel. I think it kind of reminds me of that a little bit, like that combination of like a combination of like what's like normal versus things that are like abnormal, like fantasy and sci-fi aspects that are kind of like blended together. Perhaps convenience takes higher priority in Earthlings' decision-making processes. I see. I guess people won't suspect a thing if you put your hands on a straw. Affirmative. By the way, you said you had just arrived. Where did you come from, sir? Far. It would be too complicated to tell you all the details. We can tell you one thing. We have a mission here. A mission? Yes. What kind of mission? Find what the Earthlings call a female. And then breed. Your mission is to hook up? You've come from wherever the hell you came from to Earth. Okay, fine. So you came from a faraway place to find a date? Date. Our mission does not have anything to do with your understanding of time. No, I'm not talking about that kind of date. Pardon us. But no, our mission does not have anything to do with fruits. I wasn't talking about that kind of date either. Oh, pardon us again. Your language is extremely confusing sometimes. Yeah, English is confusing and stupid. Don't worry about it. We also struggle with our own languages. Earthlings really need to work on their communication. There's so many ways to make communication more direct and simple. Of all the places we have been to, this place is the worst communication methods. Can't argue with that. It depends on the people, but yeah. So, how's the mission so far? Not good. We are using this unique communication application. Or, according to our data, it is the biggest source of breeding interaction on Earth. Oh, it's a dating app. Although the success rate of the breeding is not as high as the interaction. Huh? Never heard about... Wait. Are you talking about a dating app? The system used a fire symbol as their sign. You are talking about a dating app. But again, we found some contradictions in the application. Interesting about sci-fi is like, I think that, and arguably like certain aspects of fantasy do this too, but like I think that like we, particularly I think Western society kind of enforces their understanding of like of what are like normal like understandings of like gender, sexuality, and relationship norms onto the various like alien and like non-human species and creatures and characters that they create for various like fiction. Like, I think there's certain aspects of like, even if they're trying to break that mold, I think there's usually certain aspects of like cis hetero patriarchy like sort of like peppered through the construction of those characters and their cultures and their customs and stuff. And it's like, it frustrates me because like I get where it comes from, because like we live in a society, yada yada yada, and people have a lot of like biases that they don't really check or even think about sometimes, especially the people who are often in charge of making TV and like modern popular media, like movies and TV shows and stuff. But like, it's just a little annoying. Like, I don't know if every alien life form out there would just think about like sex or relationships or whatever, seeking that stuff as like breeding in terms of like making children, like, or I don't know, like it could even be that like that like different like alien species breed in completely different ways and don't even have children the same ways. So like it feels weird to like, I don't know, it feels weird for things to be framed this way, you know? I feel like this is semi-interestingly explored in the Mass Effect series. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I've seen like little bits of that, but I haven't actually played the games before. If you swipe right, it means you do not want to breed. And when two interactees swipe right between each other, they can commence the introduction to the breeding process. It didn't go well, I assume? Most of them start communicating with very big letters on the communication platform. And they said some words that cannot be considered proper. I don't know what to say about that. But you said most of them. Some of them actually did not get mad. Oh, some of them were laughing with text. Did you get to meet them? We set up meetings. Many of them did not appear. But some did? Yes, but we got confused with the way they communicate. I'm very confused by, like, why you would come all this way to try and, like, breed, as you're saying, or hook up with, like, a completely different species that lives on a completely different planet that has, like, a completely different way of, like, communicating and doing things than what you're used to, unless you're just, like, alone in the universe, but that seems weird, because, like, why would you be? I'm probably thinking about this too hard, but, like, what can I say? That's just what I do. Like, with Asari in particular. Who are, like, monogender and have specific ways of making children into social structures which are quite different from humans. But it's definitely, like, got some issues linked to, like, Orientalist sexual politics and stuff, yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I think in, like, every single time, like, people try and create, like, worlds or societies in, like, fantasy or sci-fi that, like, don't have any, like, gendered or, like, sexuality-based, like, oppression, and things are, like, chill, and everyone's just, like, doing what they want, like, and no one cares, like, what your sexuality is. There's no really concept of queerness, because everyone's just doing their own thing. Still, like, things end up being kind of, like, reinforcing norms of, like, you have to, like, have children to continue on your lineage and your bloodline, and that has to result in, like, heterosexual cisgender pairings to make, like, biological children, or, like, there has to always be some kind of, like, power dynamic at play. Like, even when people, I think, aren't trying to write in power dynamics, I think they kind of end up accidentally showing up. Like, I've been thinking about this. Like, I think, like, when a lot of people write queer relationships, like, they have a tendency to try and, like, sometimes reinforce, like, hetero structures within, like, same-gender relationships. Like, there has to be, like, an echo of the, like, male-female dynamic in, like, a traditional way. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but, like, there has to be, like, a stronger or, like, more dominant person. And it's weird that, like, yeah, we particularly, I think, like, as a Western society, tend to conceptualize relationships that way, even when we're trying to not be so, like, you know, gendered. I don't know, yeah. No outcome from the meetings, even though we decided to go to various recommended places according to our database. And this coffee shop happens to be one of the recommended places? Yes. Interesting. Then you're here to meet someone? Yes. But she should have arrived some time ago. Maybe each Earthling also has different interpretations of time. You're right about that. Oh my god, is that you? Yeah, I've seen her before, and I'm obsessed. Obsessed with the vibes here. Good evening, miss. Evening. Would you like to order something? Cafe latte, please. I forget what goes in a coffee latte. I think it's coffee, milk. Hang on. Yeah. No, it's coffee, milk. Okay, well, that was close. Reset. Coffee, milk. Okay, I'm gonna try latte art again, but every time I try latte art, everyone makes fun of me and says that my latte art is bad. So. Okay. My heart kind of looks like a uterus or something else. Like it doesn't. It just doesn't look like a heart. Or maybe like a vagina a little bit. Like it just. It's giving. You know what I mean? Like it's not. My heart kind of looks like a uterus. Well, I mean that was my first. I don't know why that was my first impression. Like a diagram, you know, like from like frickin' science class. Like that's what it was reminding me of. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Perfect out of context quote. Yeah, it's so true. Okay, we're resetting that. Just because it just looks like a skinny apple with legs to me. That's also fair. Yeah. People, I think, normally draw like leaves and stuff on lattes, but I can't even remember what leaves look like for some reason. You can tell how long it's been since fall. For some reason, I just like can't conjure it in my mind's eye. Yeah, also, this isn't the easiest tool to draw with, I gotta say. Okay. Let's just do... You see, it like moves. That's a bit of a... You've got like something coming down off the side of the mouth with the smiley face there, but whatever, I tried. Your order is ready, miss. Thank you. How is it? Good. Glad you like it. Are you here to read again, miss? Yeah, you know the drill. Okay, yeah, she is not the date. I didn't think she was. Please enjoy your time. Can I help you with something? Oh, nothing. Pardon us. Okay. Excuse us. Yes? Are you waiting for someone? Not this again. No, I'm not waiting for anyone. Are you sure? Yes. I'm sure I'm not waiting for anyone. Because we are waiting for someone from this app. And she is an orc, just like you. I mean, do you not, like, know what she looks like? Like, did you not, like, exchange photos or whatever? Look here. First, I'm not the only female orc on Earth. Yeah, that's fair. Heck, I'm not even a pure orc. But, is your name Urkai69? Oh my god. Is this guy sane? Please, pardon them, miss. I don't think they're from around here. So... you have not answered our question. Are you Urkai69? No. My name is Myrtle, and I never use Urkai69 anywhere. Oh. You really are not her. Of course I'm not. Seriously, men nowadays. Literally! Literally, so true, Queen. She's also giving lesbian to me, just because, I don't know, it's a feeling. If you're that desperate to find a date, why don't you ask your friends, or go to a club or something? We don't have any friends on Earth. Hey, when you said he's not from around here, are you saying he's not from Earth? Well, from what I've gathered up to now, they're not from this planet. Man. Pardon us for interrupting. But when you said club, which activities are you talking about? According to the search results, there are just too many clubs on Earth. Some of them look pretty interesting. Like this club about space exploration. Why couldn't I say that? They call themselves Trekkies! Forget everything I said. What time were you supposed to meet this female orc? About an hour ago, according to the local time. She's bailing on you, man. What does that mean? It means big chance she's not coming. I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you. She's probably right, sir. Have you tried contacting her? We have. She read it, according to the application. Did she reply? No. Ouch. If she didn't reply, I'm 100% sure she bailed. She's not coming. I believe Miss Myrtle here is right. That was... We are a pretty objective people. But somehow Earth's vagueness has taught us a new kind of feeling. This has happened before? Many times. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It might be a sign you need to change your strategy. Earthlings use strategies to breed? The most complicated strategies, in fact. Your kind never cease to amaze us. If that's the case, then we do not need to be here anymore. You can stay if you like. Oh, it's okay. We need to report back immediately. But we will visit this place again in the future. You have a very nice place, owner. Please, just call me Fae. Thank you for your time, Fae. And thank you for your input also, Miss Myrtle. We will definitely study the breeding strategies of Earth. Sure. It's called
norm, by the way. The breeding norms.
breeding norms.
It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called norm, by the way. The breeding norms. It's called nor
Although you can use strategy as the key word. We will keep that in mind. Okay, though, we're off. Take care on your way. Whoa, boy, who the hell was that? Oh, hi there, Freya. What is an astronaut doing in this coffee shop? Drinking and waiting for their friend, apparently? What kind of friend? Laika the dog? A date from a dating app. I should have been here! What does their date look like? The date didn't show up. Ouch. Poor astronaut. Why didn't they remove the astronaut suit first before going on a date? I mean, showing off your job is pretty common. But doesn't have to be that literal, you know? Freya, you're nosy. Who are you? Yeah, everyone in this frickin' coffee shop is way too nosy and gets way too involved in other people's business. It's just kind of the way it goes. She's a writer, and she's, yeah, planning on writing a book about this coffee shop. But it doesn't have to... I think I read that already. I don't think they're an astronaut. Not in the usual sense. What do you mean? They might be an alien. Alien? Like, Englishman in New York alien, or alien alien? Alien. Writer derogatory. Yeah, absolutely. There is a certain kind of writer derogatory. Just like journalist derogatory.